What if I told you that this incredible man is literally one step away from his 60th birthday? His name is Lepeltier Guillaume, and when people first find out his real age, most just can't believe it. He maintains a slim, strong body, trains with an ease that many young people would envy, and leads such an active lifestyle that it seems as if time is running according to completely different rules for him. But the most amazing thing is that there are no expensive procedures, miracle drugs, or some secret technique available only to a select few. Almost everyone can use all its principles. In this video, we will analyze in detail the habits that keep him healthy, strong, and young, and most importantly, find out which ones can really help slow down aging and improve the quality of life. Therefore, watch this video to the end. It will be interesting and useful. So, let's get started. The first is stability. Most people start taking care of themselves after the holidays on Monday or after making another promise to themselves. But 2 or 3 weeks pass and the enthusiasm disappears. Guillaume acts completely differently. He doesn't build his life around bursts of motivation. He just trains regularly. It is the regularity rather than the intensity of individual workouts that becomes the main factor in maintaining youth. Moderate exercise several times a week for many years is much more beneficial for the body than rare attempts to heroically carry out a 2-hour workout. Our body likes predictability. The heart, blood vessels, muscles, joints, and even the brain gradually adapt to constant activity, which slows down the aging process. One of the most interesting features of his workouts is that they very often take place outdoors. At first glance, it seems that this is a small thing, but if you look deeper, it becomes clear how important this is. During outdoor activities, the body receives more oxygen than in a stuffy room. The heart works more efficiently, blood circulation improves, and cells receive more nutrition. In addition, natural daylight helps regulate the internal biological clock. This has a positive effect on the quality of sleep, and it is during sleep that the body triggers most of the recovery processes. If it is possible to choose between indoor and outdoor training, at least part of the training should be moved to fresh air. Even a regular playground in the courtyard will already be a great option. There is a skipping rope in almost every training session. Many consider it to be exclusively children's entertainment, but in fact, it is one of the most effective tools for maintaining youth. Jumping simultaneously develops the cardiovascular system, coordination of movements, reaction speed, and endurance. During such workouts, the muscles of the legs, core, shoulder girdle, and forearms are actively working. But there is another little known effect. Constant small shock loads help maintain bone density. This is especially important after the age of 40, when the risk of a decrease in bone strength gradually increases. Of course, if there are diseases of the joints or spine, it is necessary to take into account the doctor's recommendations. But for most healthy people, a few minutes of jumping every day can be of great benefit. Another characteristic feature of Guillaume is its great attention to upper body training. Many people after 40 begin to avoid strength exercises, believing that they are needed only by the young. In fact, the opposite is happening. With age, a person naturally begins to lose muscle mass. This process is called age-related muscle loss. The fewer muscles there are, the weaker the metabolism becomes, the faster fatigue appears, and the more difficult it is to perform even ordinary household activities. Regular exercises for the chest, back, shoulders, and arms allow you to maintain strength for many years to come. Pull-ups, push-ups, Exercises with your own weight or resistance bands can give excellent results if they are consistent. There is another principle that distinguishes people who have been keeping young for decades. Guillaume openly says that for him, the main engine is not motivation, but discipline. This is a very important thought. Motivation is always unstable. Today it's there, tomorrow it's gone. It depends on your mood, the weather, your fatigue level, and many other factors. Discipline works completely differently. It turns useful actions into a habit. When exercising becomes as natural a part of the day as brushing your teeth, there's no need to convince yourself to start exercising every time. The way of thinking also plays an important role. Guillaume adheres to an optimistic outlook on life. Many perceive optimism solely as a character trait, but research increasingly shows that positive thinking is associated with lower levels of chronic stress. When a person is constantly on alert, the body produces more stress hormones, which over time negatively affect the immune system, sleep quality, blood pressure, and the rate of tissue repair. Being optimistic does not mean ignoring problems. It means looking for solutions instead of endlessly focusing on the difficulties. Another interesting feature of Guillaume is that he runs his own blog. At first glance, this has nothing to do with longevity, but there is a connection. When a person shares his experience, he becomes more responsible to himself. There is an additional incentive to follow your own principles. In addition, blogging constantly forces you to learn, analyze information, communicate with people, and develop your mindset. The more actively a person uses memory, attention, and the ability to formulate thoughts, the better cognitive functions are preserved with age. It is also important to pay attention to the fact that Guillaume's workouts look natural. He doesn't try to set a record every time. This is a very wise approach. The body becomes younger, not when it is constantly brought to complete exhaustion, but when the load stimulates development, and after it, there's enough time to recover. The most important conclusion is that age alone does not determine how energetic a person will be. This is much more strongly influenced by the habits that he repeats daily. Friends, what do you think of this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video that's currently appearing on your screen.